we're back with Buy, Sell, Trade. Tradio, 843-1321.
Can I put out my requisite call for vintage video games every time I'm on?
Vintage video games are wanted. Please call 843-1321. Help these kids out.
I just love collecting those old cartridges.
I still got that Earthbound cartridge if you want it.
I was actually watching a show where they're talking about now it's the collection market. They're like starting to make reproductions, you know?
Yep.
Like, oh no. That's when you know the market's flooded, when people are trying to scam you.
I found some in my basement. I keep forgetting to bring them in.
Yes.
There's a couple of them.
Well, bring them in. Get them appraised.
I don't know what they are. I don't know what they're games 2 or 4 or whatever.
Between me and Eric, we'd be able to identify
Oh, yeah.
them.
We'll tell you exactly what you got. We'll appraise them.
Well, okay.
Brings them in.
I haven't gone back to working on my basement yet. As soon as I do, I'll find those and bring them back in.
Got a rainfall total.
Oh, what'd you get?
Phil Bradley called in. 0.35 inches.
0.35. And where's that?
4 miles south of 23rd.
4 miles south?
Lawrence.
Okay.
I think the further south you go, they got a little bit more. We got a little bit here on the west side. No hail. I didn't get any hail reports in Douglas County.
I didn't see any hail.
Out in Shawnee County, they got a little more. I think it weakened as it made its way over.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
We don't need any more storm damage around here. That's
Nope.
for sure.
And I know people got a lot of stuff going on today. Of course, Phil getting ready for the
sandbar party.
Yeah, the sandbar party going on. 2-day event. That's cool.
My golly. If I was a younger woman,
What do you mean?
I would do
Don't
that.
let that.
Do it.
Don't. Age ain't nothing but a number.
You got it.
Yeah, but I also recovery time is also double what it was. So
Well, then,
You know.
double it.
I'm as good once as I ever was. Is that country song?
I love that line.
Yeah.
Country music, I'm hit or miss, but I like that line.
Yeah.
I ain't as good as I once was,
But I'm good once.
but I'm as good once as I ever was.
Yeah.
That means I got one more good one left in me.
By golly, I
That's
know
good.
I do. I know I do.
We're talking Spanish to
We're
Andy
talking-
right now.
Yeah, poor Andy.
Country music lyrics.
I'm practicing my napping right now.
Oh.
Practicing your napping. No, you're supposed to take a nap and practice smiling.
Take a nap,
We're
practice
talking
smiling,
happiness.
meditate, walk outside. I know I'm sounding a little ethereal right now, but there's a lot of people that need a quest for happiness. Just one little thing a day. And again, happiness is not going to be a 24/7 thing. Give yourself some happiness. Use your senses. Just use your 5 senses. Find yourself a little pick me up, a little happiness during the day. When you go for that walk or drive, observe your surroundings. Really observe what you're seeing. We got a caller.
I believe so. 843-1321.
All right.
Hello, you're on KLWN.
Good morning. How's it going?
Doing
Good
well.
morning. Is this the world's most famous Ed the Oracle?
It is.
What are you doing, brother of mine?
Well, I put a turkey on the grill this morning.
A turkey.
And-
Good luck with that, honey. How many
Yeah.
briquettes? How many briquettes?
I put 30 on each side.
He counts as briquettes. I'm not kidding you. 30 on each side.
Yeah, and I'll put 10 more for every hour I need to cook the bird. So I got the timer set.
You got the-
But I'm calling in to let's see. Oh, video games. Call your youngest niece and nephew.
What?
Because I think they've got, over the years, from their older brothers and sisters, they may have like some Nintendo 64 cartridges,
Oh.
and of course they've got every Pokemon cartridge known to man. That's an exaggeration, but they've got plenty.
No, but I know they've got plenty of Pokemon.
Right, and
Because I know you and I have spent a fortune on those Pokemon.
Well, I never started counting. And I talked to a couple of listeners over the past week, and they said that I should come back if that's okay with you guys. I'm thinking maybe a couple of weeks.
Of
that okay?
course.
Stop in.
Stop in like every other week. We'll get that set up. We'll have Ed
Okay.
the Oracle. Now,
All right.
Eric's vehicular issue was the fuel pump, and it's in
Yeah.
the tank, and it's like a
Right.
Oh, yeah. I got to drop the tank, whole process.
Yeah. Well, that's what we get with fuel-injected vehicles. You've got you got a fuel pump in the tank to develop enough pressure to to make the injectors do their thing. There's also a pressure regulator incorporated in all that. And it's not technically hard, but physically it's a drag because
Time, yeah.
you drop in the tank. It's just like typically there's just a few bolts that hold the tank up, but then you've got to manhandle an 18-gallon tin can with gasoline in it.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, there's connections, which you have to have a tool or cleverness to disconnect.
No.
So it's not.
No, it's
Like
not.
I said, it's not technically hard, but physically it is hard. Some guys have opted to pull the bed because that affords them being able to work on top. They can make the disconnections and then
Wow.
just drop the tank down. But they've got impacts, electric
Yeah.
impacts or pneumatic impacts. So
Zzz, zzz, zzz.
it's
That was my impact sound. Well, I think you might be selling that truck if you know.
On Tradio, debuting today.
Debuting today for sale.
2000 S10 pickup. Needs fuel pump.
Yes.
Wow. Well, check Kelly Blue Book and see what they're going for. Don't get undersold just because you know what it needs. Take off whatever the labor and the part would be, and that would be fair. Average
Okay.
minus that, and you should be able to make a deal.
Okay.
Somebody will buy it.
So you stay Kelly Blue Book. You're still pretty reputable out there for
Well,
market prices.
That, Edmonds, I tell people because they've asked me, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? And I say, well, go in between there, and if it needs work, deduct what you think is fair to get that work done, and then be upfront with the customer. And if they're, if they make an offer and you can live with it, take it.
Yes, and I will add that when selling a used vehicle, you can always come down. You cannot go up. So start high.
True that. Yes,
Give yourself some bargaining room.
and have an idea. And to what Sue said, have an idea of what you want, because if you go into it without that, then you could get taken advantage of, unbeknownst to you.
Yep.
So that's all I got. Is everybody good there?
Oh, we're all good. Yes, dear, we're all good.
Okay.
Good luck with that turkey. And yes, we will have you on again. We'll talk in the first of the week and figure out when we can have Ed the Oracle back in the station.
The weekends that my youngest two aren't here would be easiest for me, but we'll work it out.
We'll work it out, dear. Thanks
Yeah.
for calling.
Okay. You bet.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Have your people call our people.
Yeah, if your people
Agents.
call our people, yeah.
We'll make it happen.
And he will count those briquettes. That's why I said, how many briquettes?
He said he had a number.
He had a number. I mean, and it's a scientific thing for him.